I am Joe Peterson. I'm the Chief Analyst at Clear Tech Research, and I'm one of the analysts for the 843 Big Tech Report, and I'm here today with Evan Kirstel. How you doing, Evan?
I am doing great, Joe. Thanks so much for having me on this brief chat. You are my go-to for all things cloud security, so I'm super excited to catch up.
Yeah, me too. And I think that, we wanted to talk a little bit about a conference that's coming up here in early part of August that is going to just have a plethora of security folks at it. And in case you guys aren't familiar, that's going to be Black Hat. Evan, I know that, you're planning on attending, and I am as well.
Black Hat is such an exciting event. It's a true industry-wide insider event. I haven't been since, the pandemic. And so I'm super excited to be back. And I'll be live blogging, live tweeting, live streaming, just like you. So it's going to be fun, to say the least.
Yeah, it will be fun. It is the 26th anniversary of Black Hat, and they expect 20,000 people to attend this year.
It's amazing. It's so great to be back in person. I was in Vegas a few weeks ago, and you could just sense the energy and the excitement. And, the folks being there, it's particularly interesting for folks who aren't going, who are 99% of the folks in the security space globally. It's also an opportunity to engage and share and get insights on social media. So that's really what we're keen on doing, is sort of educating and informing the world what's going to be happening behind the scenes, as it were, at Black Hat.
And there's going to be a lot. There's 300 exhibitors on the show floor this year, and I'm super excited that some of the speakers that just rolled out yesterday, Maria Markstetter, founder of Azaria Labs, Jen Easterly, the director of cybersecurity and infrastructure security agency, Victor Zora, the deputy chairman of the State Service of Special Communication and Information Protection of Ukraine, Kemba Walden, and she is the acting national cyber director in the Office of the National Cyber Director. Those are some of the keynotes. Some really
epic lineup, and the most important time in cybersecurity probably in our careers. What are some of the key trends, even the last few months, that you've been seeing that you're particularly, keen to focus on at Black Hat?
Well, I mean, thanks for asking, because there's several of them that I think that we're going to see bubble up on the show floor. So you can't open a tech journal, a tech piece of media without seeing the word AI today. So I think you're going to see a lot around AI powered security in products. And, it's generally being used today to improve threat detection and really assist short-staffed security teams. So that'll be kind of front and center, I think. I think that we're going to see more conversation around advances in zero trust frameworks, with zero trust network access sort of being the opening door. It was interesting. I had been invited as a guest to AWS Security Summit, and they rolled out application security as part of their security stack.
Wow.
So we're seeing this whole, no pun intended, or maybe pun intended, shift left in organizations, especially those that have this software culture. There's a big appetite for all things application security. I'm going to roll out some acronyms here, because we love acronyms in tech. Where would we be without acronyms?
Only the 4 or 5 letter ones. They're the best.
Right?
Yeah.
The 4-letter ones. Yes. 4-letter ones take on a whole new meaning. So in the application security stack, in case you're curious, we've got IAST, SAST, DAST, SBOMs, right? SBOMs. Sounds like I'm cursing at you, doesn't it? But the list goes on. Oh, I can't forget CNAP. So you saw lots coming into, when a product is starting to get some juice because the big analyst firms start to cover it, right? So in 2022, you saw CNAP come in with its first sort of analyst briefings, and CNAP is kind of what you were talking about, you and I were talking about off camera. There's so many point solutions, and you're starting to see this pulling together of things that are coming together. So in case you guys are new to CNAP, CNAP encompasses Cloud Security Posture Management, CSPM, another acronym, Cloud Service Network Security, CSNS, and Cloud Workload Protection Platform, CWPP, and it all comes together, and it's around the cloud native stack.
Well, I need a nap now. You just overwhelm me with acronyms, um, but also it's about people, right? I mean, this is an
Yeah.
amazing community, really who's who, and honestly, I hope we'll see a little more inclusion, diversity in the faces there this year. I know you've been an amazing advocate for women in cloud and tech in general, and you started Cloud Girls. What do you think? Is this industry opening up beyond the traditional old boys club?
Yes, and it's exciting. I think the last stat I read, and it was a couple of years old, was that there were only 12% of women in
Wow.
security, right? So pretty small number, a lot less than general tech. But I'm seeing all these new faces, and I'm really encouraged by younger, um, the younger energy that's coming into the space. I think that folks have realized that not only is it a great career because it's interesting and it keeps changing and it's dynamic, but the fact is that tech pays well, and it can be a good thing for you and your family. So that, yeah.
And absolutely, and you're also a veteran, and you talk a lot about veterans issues and transitioning to the technology industry. How can we get more vets to transition and succeed in cyber, for example?
I'm so encouraged. I think that some of the big firms have realized the value of vets, right? That they are disciplined, that they're hard workers, that they're eager to do a good job for the company because that's their mindset, right? And there have been a number of programs come out by companies like Microsoft, like Dell, like Cisco, big names in tech that actually have full-on programs for vets coming into the tech space to help them transition. So it's been amazing.
Yeah, and transitioning, it's also skill building. There's a massive shortage of cybersecurity talent, skills, and I don't see that gap being filled. So what can we do to enhance the recruiting and the education, the skill sets of our IT folks to get more cyber focused?
I think you're starting to see that. I think, 5 years ago, you'd have not seen a network security person. You would have not seen a developer in the security space.
Mm, mm.
And so you're starting to see these bridges being built across what were traditional silos, because you had the security people and you had the network people. And now you've got network security, right? You've got the dev people and the security people, and you've got DevSecOps. So I'm encouraged that we're starting to see from the top down a culture of security, because for the longest time, security was thought of as an expense. And now organizations are realizing that it's a business imperative, that their customers are looking to them and at them about ways that they're securing their data, ways that they're securing their supply chain. And they're making decisions sometimes on how secure a company is and what they bring to the table.
Yeah, it's really a topic for the C-suite, not just the back office and the traditional quote unquote IT crowd. And if I do say so myself, we're kind of a big deal. We have what, 650,000 followers on Twitter and LinkedIn and all the places between us. So if you're watching, you'd like to engage our services around thought leadership and content creation and live streaming like this, or tweeting and posting, blogging, reach out. We'd love to work with you and collaborate.
Thanks so much for taking some time to visit today, Evan. And we'll see y'all at Black Hat.
See you there.